Ya, perubahannya sangat banyak banget semenjak pondok di sini itu.
Now we move on. Bank of Japan Governor Kazuo Ueda has warned that global uncertainties, including the impact of higher U.S. tariffs, could pressure Japanese corporate profits and discourage firms from raising wages. He has said that inflation remained on track to sustainably hit the BOJ's target and reiterated the bank's willingness to continue raising still low interest rates if economic conditions evolve as expected. Ueda, however, pointed to such risks as such weaknesses in the U.S. labor market and the impact of trade tensions, leaving his options open on whether to move on rates in October. The yen edged lower on Friday, pairing a sharp weekly gain as markets weighed the BOJ's policy path and Japan's leadership election this weekend. Let's listen into what Kazuo Ueda has said.
政策の影響がまだ、予想された影響は顕在化していない部分が非常に多いというところについて、今回の短観が強い何かインフォメーションを持っているかというと、必ずしもそうでない。したがって先行きに関する不確実性、不透明性は残る。米国経済のデータが公表される時期が遅れてしまうということについては、なかなか深刻な問題だなというふうに思っています。来年の賃金動向についてどうかということになりますと、講演でも申し上げたように、例えばアメリカ経済が今後どういう経路をたどるか、それが日本経済、日本企業の収益にどういう影響を与えるかということにも大きく依存しますので、そこについての情報はまだ少し不足しているというふうに見ております。
7月に不確実性は極めて高い。7月の関税、
どういう方が総理に、なられるにしても、日本銀行としては十分な意思疎通を図っていきたいということですし、金融政策は、経済物価見通しに基づき持続的な、2% のインフレを安定的に達成するために適正な政策を行う。
Now for this discussion, we are joined by Dr. A.J. Dua. He's a former Secretary of Commerce and senior economist, joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Dr. A.J., for joining us again. Good to see you. Now, how could this impact of higher U.S. tariffs and affect Japan's economic recovery, particularly in terms of corporate profits and their wage growth?
Japan is already under higher tariffs than certain other countries, particularly the UK, and Japan has had to, when it got the tariffs lowered, the Prime Minister had visited Japan, visited the US, and it was, the quid pro quo was that the Japanese will make a huge amount of investment in the US. Now, how that materializes, how that's going to be monitored, etc., all that is yet to be worked out. The Japanese are certainly concerned because, one, for political reasons, they have an election next month. I think the Japanese are now faced with on the ground problem, which is that with the budget, the US, the government departments in the US closing down because of the borrowing limit not having been sanctioned by the parliament as yet. As a result, the data which comes out, monthly data which was due to come out yesterday, or was it the day before? I think the day before, on the 1st of October, about the previous month's employment data. And now that data has not come out. As a result, the state of the economy of the US is not known to the world and not known to the Japanese either. They have to take a guess. So the Japanese BOJ setup has requested policymakers, economists, and the Wall Street to give them an indication of how the US economy is doing. If it is doing well, the Japanese feel that they would also correspondingly do well because of the high volume of trade which they indulge in or have been for doing it for a long time. But in case the data what comes in, not the employment one,
Dr. AJ, we might be losing you over there. There might be some technical issues there. Thank you very much, Dr. AJ, for joining us today and sharing.